What's up, everybody? It's Jordan, and welcome to the Sports Dude Hine Show. And this is my part 5 of my part 32 series, where I do a free agency simulation and a 3-round mock draft for each NFL team. My last video was of the New York Jets, and this video is of the New York Giants. The New York Giants have 2 top 10 picks this season. Daniel Jones is coming back off of an injury. Their offensive line has some major question marks. So we'll go ahead and get started with this New York Giants free agency simulation and 3-round mock draft. This simulation will be from fanspeak.com, and the mock draft will be from profootballnetwork.com. So as we get started here, looking at it, at this moment, it says here the cap space, the Giants have $2 million. We'll go ahead. I want to cut James Bradberry here, and we will also cut, as we scroll down the list, we'll also cut Logan Ryan. That helps them with so much money. If they cut those 2 players, that gives them up to over $20 million of cap space just by cutting those 2 players, in Logan Ryan and Bradberry. So we'll cut those guys. They'll give us a lot of money so we can spend in free agency. After those, releases, that gives us about $26 million. And if you saw the list there, some of those players might not be on the team right now, but that was the, cap hits heading into the 2021 season. Some of those guys might no longer be on the roster for the Giants. And as we look at the list here for the Giants and re-signing, in my opinion, I don't think there's anybody that really stands out, in my opinion. So we're going to go on to signing some players here. This Giants team, they have some nice wide receivers, but they were just unable to stay healthy. Daniel Jones, he has shown some promise at times, but his offensive line is so bad, he hasn't really been healthy this past year. And Saquon Barkley hasn't been healthy. So, this Giants team really can just not stay healthy. I feel like if they can stay healthy, they possibly can be in contention to win the NFC East with the Cowboys, Washington, and the Eagles. So when you look at some of their, team needs here, I really feel like offensive line, they need so much help at offensive line. They could also use some help at defense, and maybe even give Daniel Jones another weapon or two. Some of those guys like John Ross, he is a free agent, did not pan out. Kenny Galladay was hurt so much last season. And I think they could also use a tight end. I don't think they're going to bring back Evan Ingram. That was really disappointing how that situation came in. With New York, so much high expectations for Ingram. Never really lived up to the hype and everything. So we're going to go to Laken Tomlinson, a guard, and I think he will bring so much much needed help on the offensive line position. We'll offer him let's say 7.5. I think this would be a great signing for the New York Giants. We'll try for 3 seasons, and we would try, with the percentage guarantee, we would try 75%. And a couple other people here are like I said, Evan Ingram, I don't think he'll resign with the Giants. There's some nice people on this list here. Dalton Schultz, Joe Everett, Robert Tonyan. Devin Njoku really stands out to me. I think he would be a nice signing. Tyler Kroft, I believe he was with Buffalo at the same time as their new head coach, Brian Daboll, was. So don't be shocked if maybe they go after Tyler Kroft, a former Buffalo and a former Bengal tight end. But I want to try David Njoku here. We will try $4 million for 1 season. This would be a pretty nice signing for the New York Giants. We'll try, we'll do 90 because for like $4 million, that's probably about where he will be for David Njoku. A couple other people here I like. I want to try Mitchell Trubisky. The New York Giants, when Daniel Jones was hurt this past season, their backup quarterbacks were horrible. And Mitchell Trubisky, I know lots of people might like to make fun of him because he was Nickelodeon MVP and everything like that. He's very inconsistent, but he spent last season in Buffalo with Brian Daboll. They already have a connection there. And backup quarterbacks are hard to get in free agency. Sometimes you have to overpay for a good backup quarterback. I'm going to give Trubisky $3 million for 1 season, and 100% guarantee. So after these, offers here, we'll go ahead and see who we were able to sign here in free agency for the New York Giants. So Mitchell Trubisky declined their offer. David Njoku declined their offer as well. And Laken Tomlinson did accept their offer for 3 years, 7.5 per season. So we have Laken Tomlinson, a much-needed addition to the offensive line group. I want to see here on defense. I think they can use a little help on defense. I want to see if Josh Bynes is available. He was a linebacker with Baltimore. The Giants' new defense coordinator spent time in Baltimore with Josh Bynes. I think this makes a lot of sense here. Josh Bynes is a guy who's getting up there in age, but I feel like he could still add some, nice veteran presence to this Giants defense. We're going to try for 2.5, and we will try 90% guarantee. And, with a team like the Giants, some of the position groups, they have young players. I feel like Josh Bynes can give some veteran presence to this defense, and he could be a nice piece despite his age. And I think that would be a pretty good contract if the Giants are able to get Josh Bynes for 1 year for about $2.5 million, something like that. I'm going to try, let's see, I really want to try for another backup quarterback. I know we were unable to get Mitchell Trubisky. Let's see here. Let's try for, I know lots of people have said Marcus Mariota. That might be a possible option, which it really could be. I want to try Trubisky again. I want to try, let's see here. Let's try 3.5 per season. We're going to try 2 years. I'm going to try percentage guarantee 100 because, like I said, it's kind of hard getting backup quarterbacks because they want money because they think they're capable of starting. Mitchell Trubisky, he started several years for the Chicago Bears. And I also want to try a wide receiver. Let's maybe try to find a guy who has been in the league for quite some time. So we have, let's see, AJ Green. Obviously, he's been in the league for a while. John Ross. Let's see who else there is. Josh Reynolds. I'm kind of surprised that Lions did not end up re-signing him in this. John Brown is kind of intriguing to me. I don't believe he spent time with anybody this past season. It's kind of shocked me. He has spent time with Brian Daboll's offense in Buffalo. I think this makes a lot of sense. Just get another body in that wide receiver. We would try John Brown for, let's say, $2 million for 1 season. And we would try percentage guarantee, let's say 90. So we offer John Brown, we offer Mitchell Trubisky. Let's see if there's anybody else kind of intrigued by. Also, David Njoku did not accept our offer. So I want to try, let's see if Tyler Kroft is still available. He is available. But it's one of those things. I would much rather have Njoku than Tyler Kroft. Tyler Kroft is kind of more so blocking. Njoku is more of a pass catcher. Let's try O.J. Howard. I feel like that would be a really nice addition for this New York Giants team. We'll try $5 million for Howard. Try 1 season because I feel like maybe O.J. Howard might want a 1-year prove-it deal for wherever he may go. And if he has a great season, he might be in a contract year. Might get lots of money wherever he gets signed to next. So Mitchell Trubisky, John Brown, O.J. Howard all declined their offers. Very surprising, in my opinion. Honestly, I thought all those guys were going to accept the offer. And Josh Bynes did accept our offer. So at this point, it's kind of getting difficult here to sign some players for the New York Giants. I mean, the only people we have signed are Laken Tomlinson and Josh Bynes. That is not good at all. We need to sign some more people. So let's see here. Tight ends. I'm basically dead set at this point trying to get a tight end. I feel like I need to get one. Let's try Gerald Everett. Gerald Everett's one of those guys. I feel like he has potential to be a nice tight end. He spent this past season with the Seahawks. Also spent some time with the Rams prior. I wouldn't be surprised if a team maybe like the Bengals tries to go after Gerald Everett. Zach Taylor spent some time with the Rams while Gerald Everett was there. Makes a lot of sense. So we'll try Gerald Everett here. Backup quarterback. Let's try anybody else that kind of intrigues me. I guess not. Maybe we just try to draft one in the mid rounds or so. I do have 2 first-round picks, and some people want the Giants to draft a quarterback of the future because Daniel Jones has shown some promise, but he has been hurt quite a bit. His turnover issues are an issue big time. Any wide receivers kind of intrigued me here. Let's see here. Christian Kirk, that's kind of an interesting one. Keelan Cole, Jerry Jeudy, that's very surprising the Broncos would cut him. That's shocking, honestly. That makes 0 sense. Cedric Wilson Jr., I pretty much have had, for the most part, just about every single team pick up Cedric Wilson Jr. I'm not going to do it in this video because I want to try to have some different signings, but Cedric Wilson Jr., I feel like would be a great signing for the New York Giants. He is going to be a star in the making, and I feel by the time his contract ends, he'll have one of the best non-rookie contracts in the NFL. Maybe let's try Emmanuel Sanders, a guy who has spent, I believe, time with Brian Daboll. We'll try $3 million for Emmanuel Sanders. an extra body in there, a guy who's been around the league for a very long time. Try $3 million for 1 year. We try 90% guarantee. So after offers, let's see if we were able to sign anybody. Wow. Emmanuel Sanders declined their offer. Gerald Everett did accept their offer. This is not really what I was expecting at all for the New York Giants. And nobody's really wanting to sign with the Giants here. We have only signed Laken Tomlinson, Josh Bynes, and Gerald Everett. It's not that I'm not trying to get the Giants some nice additions. Just nobody's really wanting to sign with the Giants in this. It's very shocking to me. Let's see if there's anybody else here kind of intriguing or that the Giants should maybe go after here. Like I said, we did get Laken Tomlinson. I think he's a very underrated guard as we head into the free agency just in a couple of weeks here. So the Giants still have, let's see here, $14.5 million in cap space. You normally save about 3, 4, maybe 5. I would say probably 5 since they have 2 first-round picks. You normally save about $5 million for cap space for draft picks and everything. So let's look at this offensive line group one more time. We did get Laken Tomlinson. I want to see if we can get anybody else decent. Riley Reef available. He'll be interesting to me. Not sure if he will be. Yeah, Riley Reef. I do not see him listed here. So this is just not going well for the New York Giants at all. I mean, let's try Morgan Moses here. Excuse me. We'll try $6 million for him, getting up there in age a little bit. 2 years. Actually, we'll bump it up to 7 for him. Percent guarantee will go 90 because he's pretty good, even though his age is getting up there. See what we're able to get him. We did get him, so that's an upgrade at the offensive line position for the Giants. Let's continue here. We have about $9 million in cap space. We have not been able to get a wide receiver or anybody in the secondary. Let's see here. Since we've lost Bradbury and Logan Ryan, I feel like we can maybe get somebody in the secondary. Kyle Fuller kind of intrigues me a little bit here. Maybe we can try a 1 year, $6 million contract on him. I think that'd be pretty nice. I honestly did not realize how old Kyle Fuller is. I believe he's like 30 years old, 31, something like that. We'll try 1 for him. We'll try percentage guarantee. We'll go 80. See if we're able to get him, since we lost some of those guys in the secondary. We were able to get Kyle Fuller, so, I guess that helps a little bit for us. But I know what you're thinking if you're a Giants fan. Some of these signings suck. I don't even disagree with you. Like, I was really hoping to get some more, top-tier players to the New York Giants. But unfortunately, that was not the case here. So we attacked guard, linebacker, tight end, offense tackle, and corner. So now we will end up doing the, mock draft, 3-round mock draft on ProFootballNetwork.com. Obviously, get ready here. Obviously, the New York Giants, have 2 top 10 picks. They got their other top 10 pick from the Chicago Bears in the trade last season, where the Bears traded up to get Justin Fields. So, as we see here, the Giants had the 5th pick overall, and Evan Neal is available, and also Akeem Ikwonu, the offense tackle from NC State. I know we just signed Morgan Moses, but the fact that Evan Neal is available, I want to sign him, but honestly, I don't think he's going to be available at number 5. I think Akeem Ikwonu is a possibility that he could be here. And, he's going up draft boards quite a bit. I've seen some people say there's a chance he could possibly even jump Evan Neal as not only as the first tackle taken, but maybe even the first pick overall. And you look at these teams here ahead of the New York Giants, the Jaguars, Texans, and Jets could all use offensive linemen. I want to take Ikwonu, the offense tackle from NC State. I know Neal's available. I just don't think he's going to be there. So obviously Evan Neal got taken right after us. So I know Daniel Jeremiah had a mock draft a couple of days ago, but we had the Giants take a wide receiver in the top 10 pick. And a lot of people are upset about that. But Daniel Jeremiah's philosophy was, okay, the Giants' number 1 receiver had 500 yards last year and 0 touchdowns. And I know the quarterback was hurt, but I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, I know I might sound crazy. You can never have too many good weapons for a quarterback. The more the weapons, the more likely they are to succeed. Lots of people who are kind of up in the air about, Daniel Jones, if he can be more consistent. You need to get weapons for him to succeed. And I think that'd be a great job for them. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, all these top wide receivers are available. No wide receiver has been yet to be taken. And you look at the Giants, they have like this is the 7th pick overall. We just drafted Akeem Ekwonu. They have 1 second-round pick and 2 third-round picks. So maybe we can get a wide receiver then if we didn't get one now. Also, there's a quarterback. I don't know. I want to go with Garrett Wilson. I know Giants fans probably won't be happy about that, but they could just use more weapons for Daniel Jones or whoever the quarterback may be. Looking at the quarterbacks here, the 36th overall pick, Malik Willis is available. I don't understand that. He's going to be possibly maybe the first quarterback taken. Kenny Pickett is available here. I don't really want to take Kenny Pickett because I don't think it's realistic. If Kenny Pickett actually drops to the 36th overall pick, I feel like the New York Giants have to select him. I think that'd be really stupid not to. As we see here, we signed Morgan Moses and we already got Akeem Ekwonu, the offensive tackle from NC State. We also signed Laken Tomlinson. So we got our tackles out of the way. We got one of our guards out of the way. Let's see here for defense, somebody kind of intriguing. The Giants defense wasn't really good last season. And I feel like Trayvon Walker, the edge from Georgia, can bring a nice addition to their edge group. I know they drafted Azeez Ojulari last season, but I feel like they use more help on defense. We'll take Trayvon Walker from Georgia here with the 36th overall pick in the 2022 draft. The Giants have 2 third-round picks. Desmond Ridder is available. I'm taking him. He is available. I love this pick, and I know Giants fans might not be happy about possibly taking a quarterback of possibly the future for the New York Giants. But just because we're taking a quarterback here in the 3rd round does not mean Desmond Ridder is going to be the future quarterback in New York. I feel like it just gives more competition in the quarterback room and will make Daniel Jones perform better because competition gets the most out of your players. I love that pick there for Desmond Ridder. That's a phenomenal value pick there if New York is able to get him in the 3rd round. Thinking of some of these guys in the secondary here, not anybody really stands out to me, honestly. Looking at the linebacker group, let's go back to edge and defensive tackle. Nick Benito, he's a really nice edge, but we already took Walker from Georgia early on. I want to see Haskell Garrett. He's very intriguing to me. I'm not really sure why he's rated so low. I feel like the Giants could use some more, help on defense, like I already mentioned. We're going to take, let's see here. More than likely, want to take Haskell Garrett. But looking at this, tight end group, Jeremy Ruckert, he's a very nice tight end. He's also available. Let's see here. So we were able to sign in free agency Gerald Everett to a 1-year contract, and they did not end up re-signing Evan Ingram. So just because Gerald Everett was signed doesn't mean it's going to be a long-term solution for New York. I'm going to take actually Jeremy Ruckert, the tight end from Ohio State. I think I like that pick quite a bit. It's a team need and a nice value pick there for the New York Giants. So in our draft, we were able to draft Akeem Ekwonu, the offensive tackle from NC State, wide receiver from Ohio State, Garrett Wilson, Trayvon Walker, the edge from Georgia. We were also able to select Cincinnati quarterback Desmond Ridder and Ohio State tight end Jeremy Ruckert. And our signings were Laken Tomlinson, Josh Bynes, John Everett, Morgan Moses, and Kyle Fuller. Promise you, I tried to make the signings better for the Giants. Just nobody wanted to sign for the Giants for whatever reason. So after having signing people in free agency and having a mock draft for the New York Giants, we will now kind of look at their record. What I think their record might be, looking at their schedule based on the moves I made in this video here. So as we look, obviously, they play Washington at home and away. Same thing with Dallas and the Eagles. So I take these games in 4 here. So Washington twice, Dallas and Green Bay. I think they'll win one of those games here. So that's 1 and 3. Jaguars, Vikings, Cowboys, and Eagles. Let's see. I think they can win 1, maybe 2. We'll bump it up to 2 for that. So that's 3. Bears, Lions, Texans, Colts. I think they will win 2 in that. So it's about 5. And then Eagles, Titans, Ravens, Panthers, and Seahawks. I think they can win maybe 2 in that one. So when I look at the Giants, I'm looking at them for maybe 6 to 8 wins this season, which I don't think is bad, considering a brand new head coach, a brand new offense, Daniel Jones, who missed a lot of this past season, and some new weapons, and basically, a lot of new offensive linemen starting for the New York Giants But like I said, with this, free agency, we were able to get Laken Tomlinson, Josh Bynes, Jared Everett, Morgan Moses, and Kyle Fuller. And in the draft, we were able to get Akeem Ekwonu, which is a phenomenal value pick at 5. Garrett Wilson, Ohio State wide receiver, Trayvon Walker, Desmond Ridder, and Jeremy Ruckert. The draft, I think, went great for the Giants. Just free agency just did not go their way at all. Nobody wanted to sign for us for whatever reason. But if you're new to the channel, and I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel and like this video. Also, if you've been on my channel before watching some videos, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. That about does it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time on the Sports Dude Hines Show.